What if I told you that the billionaires of tomorrow won't just live in mansions, jets, or underground bunkers? They will rule from cities floating on the ocean. Entire nations built on water, private kingdoms rising above the waves, beyond the control of governments. This is not science fiction. It's already happening. Welcome to the world of billionaire ocean cities, the floating kingdoms of the future. And before we dive into these futuristic empires, make sure to subscribe to Fintrivo and smash the like button, because today, you're about to see how money is preparing to rule the oceans. Chapter 1, the dream of escaping land. For centuries, humans fought for land, castles, empires, borders. But billionaires know one truth: land is limited. Oceans, on the other hand, cover 70% of the Earth, vast, unclaimed, and full of opportunity. The dream of ocean cities is simple: no taxes, no borders, no governments, just floating kingdoms where the rich can live by their own rules. Chapter 2, the rise of seasteading. In the early 2000s, a movement called seasteading began. The idea? Build permanent floating cities in international waters. No country, no law, only freedom. At first, it sounded crazy, but soon, billionaires like Peter Thiel, CEO founder of PayPal, started funding it. Why? Because for the ultra-rich, the ocean represents the ultimate escape. Escape from taxes, escape from politics, escape from accountability. A kingdom built on water can't be touched by land. Chapter 3, the first floating palaces. The blueprint is already here. Companies and billionaires are designing floating megastructures. Oceanix City, a unbacked prototype in the Maldives. Freedom Ship, a proposed $10 billion floating city, 4 times the size of the Titanic, carrying 80,000 people. Floating islands in French Polynesia. Billionaire-backed luxury water colonies. Each is a mini-nation, complete with homes, offices, hotels, and even private airports. Chapter 4, the luxury of billionaire water kingdoms. So what do these floating kingdoms look like inside? Imagine skyscrapers on water, powered by solar and wind. Private marinas with fleets of yachts and submarines. Artificial beaches and underwater glass restaurants. Helicopter pads, casinos, and secret vaults below deck. Some designs even include missile defense systems, turning these ocean cities into floating fortresses. This is not just luxury, it's sovereignty. Chapter 5, why billionaires want ocean cities. Why are billionaires so obsessed with building floating nations? Because the ocean gives them 3 powers. Freedom from governments, no land laws, no property taxes. Global mobility, move anywhere, anytime, beyond borders. Control of resources, access to rare minerals, fish stocks, and even ocean floor oil. In other words, they don't just want to live on water, they want to rule the seas. Chapter 6, the hidden truth. Ocean cities as tax havens. Here's the real secret. Ocean cities aren't just futuristic dreams, they're financial weapons. Imagine a billionaire moving all his money, companies, and servers to a city floating in international waters. No country could tax him. No government could regulate him. It would be the ultimate offshore bank, not on an island, but an entire floating nation. This isn't just about freedom. It's about untouchable wealth. Chapter 7, the technology behind floating kingdoms. These are not simple boats. They are engineering marvels, massive floating platforms stabilized by futuristic anchors, wave-resistant architecture that can survive megastorms, self-sustaining systems, solar farms, desalination plants, underwater farms, even AI-controlled infrastructure to manage populations. For billionaires, this technology means one thing: independence. Chapter 8, the future conflicts of ocean empires. But here's the dark side. When billionaires build kingdoms on the sea, nations won't stay silent. Who controls the waters? Who owns the resources below? What happens when a floating city declares itself a new country? Experts warn that the future could bring wars between nations and billionaire ocean empires. Today, yachts are toys. Tomorrow, they could be warships. Chapter 9, are we heading toward billionaire monarchies? The biggest question, are these floating cities just luxury resorts, or the birth of new monarchies? History is repeating itself. Just as kings once built castles to defend their rule, billionaires are now building ocean fortresses to defend their wealth. But this time, the castles don't sit on land. They float untouchable above the waves. Outro, the kingdoms of tomorrow. So now you've seen the truth. The future isn't just skyscrapers, or space travel. It's billionaire ocean cities floating nations that will rewrite the map of power. The question is simple: when billionaires rule the seas, who will rule the world above? Think about it. And if this journey into the floating kingdoms of the future shocked you, make sure to subscribe to Fintrivo, because the more we uncover, the less they can hide.